We are down in the gully right below our house, and this is probably the most exciting project that is breaking ground today. Jeremy is finally getting his pond. We have talked about this project since we moved here.
Why is everything mine? Why isn't it ours?
Well, I feel like the landscaping is yours. Jeremy is a very, very talented landscaper. I will 100% say that. I don't always see the vision, but it turns out absolutely beautiful every single time. So the landscaping and the property development, I always just make that your project.
Well, I appreciate that, Mama, but that puts a lot of pressure on me. I am very excited about what's happening behind us here to start the week, though. They're cutting into this gully area, which is really wet. They're just removing all the stumps and brush that are inhibiting their ability to just simply dig out a pond. This is going to be a project that occurs over multiple days. So excited to see what takes place.
Yeah, and can we just take a moment to pause and address how adorable this outfit is?
Thank you. It's just a green shirt, but I mean, you know, I do what I can. Oh, him.
Look at this.
I see.
It's like a little train conductor.
I thought you made me. So working down in this gully presents a number of challenges. For one, because of things like the terrain. They're moving in some really unique equipment into this space to get all their work done. Right now what they're doing is actually dropping a bunch of logs that'll be there temporarily. They're setting them within the stream that we have here on the property so that they can get everything moved across. Oh, we got the excavator across those logs. Everything seems to be working just fine. They're gonna be set here just temporarily. Really want to make sure we're not disturbing the watershed.
Digging up the hillside.
It's already looking better. I like it. A lot of work for just a couple hours.
They're making super fast progress. Today they're just breaking ground, and I think maybe they'll start digging the pond tomorrow. We can roughly see where the pond's going to go, which is really cool. And then they're going to do a series of switchbacks leading from the house down to the pond so we can easily walk down there. We're not falling down a hill. So I don't know what we're gonna do in this pond. Are we gonna do fish, sea monkeys, sharks?
Maybe some sea monkeys.
Sea monkeys.
No, I don't know. We thought about doing fish. I've talked about doing fish. I'd really like to have this project wrapped up, see how it performs, whether or not it holds water. I know that can be an issue for a lot of new ponds, so we're gonna have to figure all that out. Also, I'd like to construct a nice deck or sitting area that leads right up to the water at the bottom of the switchbacks that will lead down the hillside here. So We'll see how it goes. Either way, this is about a 1/4 acre sized pond and things are taking shape. We're seeing the footprint of what will eventually be the finished product. Can't wait. Which corner are we in? Where the trees are now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you came off there and you were able to like round the dam at all, I don't know if that's...
You mean off that corner right there?
Okay, so we walked around, did a bunch of figuring out. Where that excavator is currently working, I told them to push all of that debris outward, making the pond longer than it currently is. We're gonna have a dam that's set up there, holding back all of the water in the pond that'll be somewhat circular in shape, just to give it a real natural look. Also, I'm gonna have them make things wider. We're just gonna broaden the pond footprint as it currently is. Even though this is a really big area already, we're gonna make things slightly bigger. Figured out that the water line will end up a little behind me here. I know it's hard to make out from this camera angle, but we also discussed how it is that we're gonna make this accessible for us, working our way down this hillside. They're going to be cutting out a path, cutting into the hillside and doing areas that will be a little more built up with a couple of switchbacks, one primary switchback on the hillside itself, and then down on the bottom here there will be an additional one with a nice little flat area that they said they'd grade out so we can one day build a nice little sitting area or a deck or something like that. So they're continuing on. A lot of figuring out. I don't really have a very clear vision of what this is going to look like as of yet, but we're getting there, making progress. Well, since we have others here working on the property, Melissa's getting a little antsy in the pantsy, and she's telling me that it's time for us to get back to work to tackle a task that's needed to be done for quite a while now.
Since like February. So
Yeah.
we built that firewood shed over the winter time, and a lot of you guys have been wondering why the heck we haven't actually put firewood in it, and that's because it's not stained yet. We didn't want to put the wood in until we get it stained. So we have to clean it up, we gotta stain it, and then we're gonna get it packed for the winter. Okay, so this was a little unexpected. We had a sudden spring downpour. We saw it kind of moving over the mountains, but we thought it would skip us. It did not skip us. We're hoping this doesn't last all day because it is drenching the firewood shed that we were just about to start sanding. And I'm sure it's probably making a muddy mess down where they're digging the pond. It's raining. I don't think we're gonna be staining today.
It's not holding water yet either, so.
I don't mean the pond, I meant the firewood
I know,
shed.
I know. It's coming along though.
Well, the rain is continuing. I was hoping it was just a passing shower, but it's been like an hour now. So I don't know that it's gonna stop today. I still wanna get to work. Are we able to sand when the wood is wet or
Yeah,
no?
I mean, I'll do what I can. I gotta knock down some of the weeds around the firewood shed, and then just kind of, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of just hoping it stops raining, but.
I know, this is weird. It was not forecasted.
Oh, so it was blue sky, hot, and then thunderstorms built. Now it's pouring rain. Hopefully it dries up very soon.
Welcome to Idaho. Safe to say it's getting worse. This is not staining the wood weather.
Maybe it'll fill the pond.
Yeah. Ludo! Come in, man. What are you doing? Well, things appear to be getting worse. The guys have left for the day, so I think we're just gonna call it a day. Dry off, go inside, watch a movie or something. We'll pick it up in the morning. Got strawberries? Ooh-wee. It is day 2 of the pond build, and they are making rapid progress because we definitely had to call it short yesterday with all of the rain. Jeremy is getting the firewood shed area all prepped. He's weed whacking that whole area so that we're not staining weeds. And Mike and I are just sitting here waiting. So something that I wanted to address, because I've had quite a few of you guys ask me, is whether or not Mike hurt himself. So on his head, this is the first time I've ever had a child that had this, but this is called a strawberry hemangioma. I think I'm saying that right, hemangioma. And basically it's like a little birthmark, but it's, even though it's really dark and it's puffy and it's probably gonna get bigger than this, it is totally superficial. So essentially it's just a little cluster of blood vessels that are leaking, and they don't know why it happens, but it's usually on the scalp or on the face. Luckily it's not on his face, because once his hair grows it should cover it. They also go away, so sometimes they're gone by a year, sometimes they're gone by 5 years, but usually they're gone by the time they're 5 years old. So this could get quite a bit bigger. It could become dime size. They're puffy, they're really dark red, and they're kind of alarming looking, but they're totally harmless, and it's just a little birthmark in his hair. So for everyone wondering. He did not get hurt, and it should go away. All right, guys, it is lunchtime, which means the kids are begging for chicken nuggets. Now, I used to always say no to chicken nuggets, but I actually found a better nugget. And of course, I found them over at Good Chop. Good Chop is our staple for pretty much all the meat that we eat. We get all of our seafood from there, our juicy organic chicken, our grass-fed steak. They have really, really great meat. But they have so much more, which I recently discovered when I got these chicken nuggets. Now, Good Chop is affordable, reliable, and convenient, 3 of my most favorite things at this stage in my life. Something else that I really love about Good Chop is the huge variety, because it really gets me out of that what to make for dinner hole that I think a lot of us find ourselves in. I also get to spend a lot less time at the grocery store because it ships right to my door on my schedule. All the boxes are fully customizable, and there's something for everyone because you get to choose from over 100 cuts, including 100% grass-fed ribeyes, USDA prime fillets, wild-cut salmon, free-range organic chicken breast, thick-cut bacon, and even some things that you may not expect, like ground bison, and even cookie dough for ooey gooey warm cookies and delicious desserts. Something that I really love and trust about ordering from Good Chop is, unlike many other companies, they source all of their meat and seafood exclusively from American farms and fisheries. So by choosing Good Chop, you support local family farms and independent ranchers right here in the US. Good Chop also offers a 100% money-back guarantee because they are so confident you're going to love their meat and seafood. Plus, you can try them right now by clicking the link below or simply going to goodchop.com/YouTube, and remember to use our code GSL50. That's going to save you $50 off your first box, plus you're going to get free shipping. Remember that it's goodchop.com/YouTube, and remember to use code GSL50 to save $50 off your first box plus free shipping.
Pack the bags and hitch a ride. Feel the wind begin to rise. I don't mind, it's home to me. Never mind, it's home to me. Got the signal for the flight. Found a place to spend the night. I don't mind, it's home to me. By your side, it's home to me.
Jeremy's just finishing up the sanding, and I wanted to update you guys on Micah's placenta tree. This tree is doing crazy good. We put it in the ground about 3 weeks ago. There were only blossoms on it, and there are so many apples. We were not anticipating apples this year, but I think we might be making Micah's very first food from his tree.
Little applesauce.
Little applesauce.
All right, I'm done sanding. You ready to start staining?
I am. Do it.
I did it.
I do it.
I did. No, I did it. I did it. You missed it. So this egg wash stain that we have here in this can, it is a clear wood protector. Should help to just re-moisturize and protect all the wood that we have here on our woodshed structure. Hopefully we can get all that up this afternoon, because once it is up, some of you may remember that we purchased all of these decorative stars.
There they are. I hid them, but they made an appearance.
Going back months and months ago now. We didn't know where to stick these on the firewood shed. Plus, we planned on staining it this summer. Here we are. So hopefully we can get this done, figure out where it is we're going to stick some of these, and yeah, let's see how all this turns out.
Jeremy's stars.
It's like a little sheriff's precinct or something.
The guys got the fun part, and I got the foamy thing. So my job is to meticulously go around all the brackets, because guys don't like the meticulous stuff. But I think I hear the baby crying, so we're gonna see how long this lasts. Kira's watching Micah, and I'm gonna dab.
You wrecked my world in a beautiful way. I kinda thought that I'd always stay the same, but I heard that healthy things grow, and growing things change. Yeah, you wrecked my world in the most beautiful way.
Is that baby?
Yeah, dreams. I had a lot of dreams. And if I'm honest, they used to be different things. until you were here with me. Now I close my eyes and I see things differently. Yeah, 'cause you wrecked my world in a beautiful way. I kinda thought that I'd always stay the same, but I heard that healthy things grow and growing things change. Yeah, you wrecked my world in the most beautiful way.
Well, I have spit up all over me, and so I'm kind of out of commission right now. Plus, I'm holding this little chunky monkey, right? So now that the firewood shed is almost completely stained, we're going to let it dry, and then we can start thinking about getting it stacked up with firewood for the winter. Now, this firewood shed, if you guys remember, holds 5 cords of wood. So we do have like 7 or 8 trees stacked over by the chicken coop, but we're going to need more than that. The guys are going to be dragging up some trees that fell on the hillside when they do the switchbacks, so that'll be helpful. And then I think just over the next few weeks or the next few months leading up to winter and fall, we're going to be taking down some dead standing trees around the property, get those chopped up, and that should put us in pretty good shape going into winter.
Well, we got it done. We made a total mess in the process. It's a good thing that this stain is really, really transparent, because otherwise you totally see the mess.
Yeah,
But
no one
it's-
can see it.
It's now done. It'll offer up at least a year of protection from the weather and the sun and everything. So
Yeah, so we're gonna let it dry, and then we will put up Jeremy's fancy stars. But in the meantime, you wanna go investigate the pond?
yeah, let's go check it out. Well, after a couple of days of digging, we have what amounts to basically just a massive hole in the ground at this point. The dam construction has begun, and the way that we got everything set up, you should be going from the far end down to the dam. It should progressively get deeper as you go. The banks will be worked on. They still have a lot of dirt that needs to be moved, but we're kind of seeing the rough shape of this. We're gonna have an access road that leads all the way around this pond, with the exception of the hillside looking back toward the house. It'll give it one bank that'll have a real nice natural look. And then last night, after we got all that really heavy rain, I wandered down here. We had like a 10-foot puddle where water was being held. It actually stayed overnight. So with this heavy clay that we have, we may avoid a liner. Melissa is a little on the fence about whether or not we should do a liner.
I think we should do a liner because I think it's going to make maintenance easier and everything. If we live here forever, something to think about. This pond is way bigger than I had anticipated. I should know with you. I should know after the firewood shed and
Bigger is better.
and everything else.
No, it's about a quarter of an acre in total size. I don't know how many gallons it's going to take to get this thing full. I'm relying upon the rain, snow, and then our well and the frost-free with our hose is up there, so that should help over time as well. This is going to be a very long-term project, hoping that it's not problematic with leaks and all of that, but I guess
The
we'll
liner
see.
would help.
It would. I'm trying to keep this as natural as possible.
Although we had a very busy week around here, it was also Father's Day weekend. So we packed up the family to spend the day on the lake celebrating the best father that I could have ever chosen for my children. He's the kind of dad who will always tell them the truth, even when it's hard. He's tough, but he's fair. And he is usually way more fun than I could ever hope to be. He's the kind of dad that every kid deserves, and we are so grateful to be able to call him ours. Now, we had an awesome day, cruising, tubing, and swimming. But this year looked very different in a few ways. We have one new little one joining us, but we were also missing one. The one who actually made Jeremy a father in the first place. She was off doing some pretty big things this week. And the reality is this is just one of many events where we'll be missing one or two or eventually more as they spread their wings in this world. But no matter where they go, we know that they'll come back because we are forever family. And they also happen to have one of the best dads in the world.
She's not too big for Father's Day hugs. Not too big. Welcome home, Nevaeh.
Thank you. I'm so tired.